Good morning. As you can see, I'm busy here with my starter motor. And you're probably wondering, why am I removing the paint? Well, I recently painted this thing about 5 months ago because it was looking dull like this. I was a bit too lazy to take water paper and finish it off properly. There's a reason why they don't paint the starter motors on the DLZs, because it's likely to scratch from in and out of the carburetor, okay? And as you can see, I'm not wearing any gloves. I'm not wearing any eye protection. Well, you can't exactly see that I'm not exactly wearing eye protection in any case. But I'm pretty smart. I'm not going to take this bloody paint stripper and paint my fucking eyeballs or paint on my bloody hands. You understand what I'm saying? So if you don't know what you're doing, don't attempt this, okay? So I'm removing this paint here. And I'm going to give this thing a bit of a high finish, water paper, and finish it off with some auto steel polish to make this thing all shiny, okay? I mean, this thing has made the motor look like shit. If you look at my previous videos, you'll see what my motor looks like, my engine bay looks like. Now this thing is an eyesore, you can see it. It's right in your face. So I want to take off this paint here, strip it off, use the water paper, and give a bit of a sheen finish, you know, a shiny finish there. Not a chrome. I don't want to go now to 600 grit or shit like that. Otherwise it's going to look like a bloody Harley Davidson. But I'm going to put the video on pause because I obviously don't have any fancy ass video recording skills on here, editing skills. So I'll show you the end result. Okay. My advice is, do not paint this bloody starter motor on the LZD because you're likely to have this. And you'll see that I've removed the O-ring, okay, seal. Alright, so as you can see, this isn't the O-ring over here. Last thing you want is a paint stripper on this, and then that thing is fucked up, and then you got a leaking oil engine all over the place. Okay, so this is now just the beginning of this. Alright, I'm going to put it on pause here, and I'll show you the end result. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, I've removed all the paint. Now I'm ready for the next stage. Okay. Now I'm going to start on 220 grit and bring it down to 320 grit. Okay. As you can see, this thing comes out standard like this, but after some weathering, this thing starts to look like the Rusty Parker itself. Okay. So this is stage 2 now. Stage 3 is coming. Just hang tight. Well, looky what we got here. This is taking me about 5 hours. This is now water paper, 220 grit and 320 grit. I also dismantled the whole starter motor. And what I found on the inside doesn't look so nice. This armature to me is finished. And this brushes over here are like less than half the size. I don't have a starting issue right now, but very, very soon, I can see down the road, I am going to have problems with this damn thing. If I go now to my parts list for my Suzuki.com parts house, and I do a part list checkup on prices, it's going to cost me probably a week's wage to replace this armature and those brushes. I'm really thinking of getting an aftermarket one. An aftermarket starter motor is going to cost me a little bit more than a day's wage. It's much better than a week's wage. Alright. Well, I'm a working guy. I can't always afford the best of best things, so I'm going to have to go for an aftermarket one. I prefer the original stuff, the ME parts, but I'm going to have to take a jump on this one. Basically, what I also did was I put in a new little O-ring kit by these bolts here that stops the water from getting in there, like erosion. And I also put some grease I blew out the bearings and the needle bearings, or like roller bearings, with my compressor, and I repacked it full of grease. Okay, because this thing was been constantly wet for the last 5 hours. But the starter motor looks better. That's how it comes out in the factory, all shiny and new. Thing is, yeah, bloody carburetor in and out, it's gonna bump against you, start chipping the paint. So I really am avoiding now this black paint, because this black paint, it looks good, satin black or whatever, matte black, whatever you want, gloss black. The smallest of chips, scratches, it shows. So from now on, I'd rather keep things clear, right? Oh well. So hopefully in the next couple of months, before this thing packs up, I will replace this with an aftermarket one, because I replaced the armature and the bloody fucking brushes. It's gonna cost me a week's wage, and I just don't have that kind of money. Wish I did, but unfortunately I don't. But as you can see, the starter motor looks way better than what it was before. Still works fine, still starts. I got no starting issues with this. It starts first time. Bike starts without the choke. Fires up like a bomb. Yeah, well, so that's my day's job. And I should install it now the next day, next hour or so. I'll install this, and of course my carburetor. If you see my other video on there on my hillbilly way of fixing the main jet for now, I'm sure it'll work. Yep, she's looking good. It did take some time to get the armature back into the brushes, so be advised, that's not just for anybody's hands or cup of tea. Well, if you take yours apart, I'm not responsible for it, because I know a lot of you are going to struggle to reassemble this thing. Well, it's not the first time I've taken a starter motor apart and cleaned it up like this. So I reckon if you're going to take your starter motor apart, please don't come crying to me on my comment section over here. I fucked up your fucking starter motor. Don't come with your excuses on my page. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed my video. All right.